Hi, this is Richard Yap, and I'll be sharing with you my secrets to a healthy lifestyle. Well, Richard Yap is mainly a husband, a father, a businessman, an actor, singer sometimes, athlete, mainly just an ordinary guy who was brought into showbiz. What I do is go to tapings because we have a show right now. And aside from tapings, I also handle my business, which is an office furniture company. Aside from that, there are other things that I take care of also. What takes up most of my time is really taping. As you know, we work long hours. Although now it's not so bad because there's a limit already to how many hours we work. We also need time to work out, which is very important for us because that's part of our lifestyle. And we also need to spend time with the family. Whenever there's work, there's nothing we can do. We really have to concentrate on that. But the rest of the days when we're off, I try to spend as much time with family as I can to fit in my workouts, my leisure activities like playing golf. I'm not a morning person. I have to wake up early because of work. When I need to work out, I usually work out in the afternoons. I usually do the HIIT or high intensity training program. There are days that I can't work out because I'm at work. When I'm at home, I usually find time to do it because I have my own gym at home. I try to keep everything in moderation. All my favorite foods are actually bad. Lechon, spam, breakfast food. I try to keep everything in moderation by not eating too much carbs, not too much of everything. I have a sweet tooth. I sacrifice, let's say, lunch so that I can have a cake and coffee during merienda. We try to balance out everything also, everything in moderation. Some people starve themselves to death, but they don't exercise. They don't watch what they're eating, so that makes it hard for them. I try to incorporate everything. Quantity of food I take in has to be with exercise also. I discovered Barley. It was recommended actually to me by a friend of mine who was in the same business. They said, why don't you try this out? Sure, why not? Because I've been hearing about barley for so long. I've never had the chance to try it. So they sent me a few boxes over and I was trying it out and I said, this is quite good. Actually, it tastes like matcha. As you know, I'm a coffee person. Matcha is just right up my alley and I really love the taste. The next thing I knew, I was really, hooked on barley because I found out that it really helps with my digestion also. I'm really willing to try out anything, especially if it's good for your body. When I first tried it out, there was really no hesitation because with so many people taking it, it really couldn't be that bad. I was very pleasantly surprised that it really tasted like a favorite drink of mine, which is matcha. There are times that you don't feel, after taking a meal, you don't feel so well because your digestion mo is not working so well. I found out that by taking barley juice, it helps with my digestion. So you're not as bloated, you don't feel constipated also. Maganda yung effect niya sa akin for digestion, which is the main reason why yun yung una kong na-realize. Maganda siya for digestion. For me, it works better at night. The coffee in the morning, the juice in the evening. Like they say, barley is a grass. It's like one of those green leafy vegetables siguro. Because we can't take so much vegetables, sometimes we don't get enough nutrients from just eating vegetables. So I think barley is one way to supplement your needs for your body. Hindi natin nakukuha ng lahat ng protein or vitamins from the food that we take. So I think by taking barley, it's one way to supplement whatever your body needs. Of course, I would recommend it because I'm using it myself. I think there's no harm in trying everything, and so far it's done wonders for me by helping me with my digestion. I'm sure in other ways it has different effects on different people, but I'm sure in one way or another it can help you. So since it's good for everyone, I would suggest that even teenagers take it, even the older generation take it also. I think it's really good for everyone that we supplement our needs for our body. I think in this day and age, it's really very important to be healthy. During the pandemic, I found out that I was one of the first who got COVID. March 15 was the lockdown. March 16, I already had COVID, but I didn't know it was COVID until I started coughing out blood. Both my lungs had pneumonia already. I survived that because my doctor told me it's a good thing that you were healthy. If not, there were a lot of people who passed away during that time. It's really important for us to take care of ourselves, to be healthy, to be conscious of what we eat, to be conscious of whatever we put into our bodies, to be conscious of our lifestyle. We should incorporate everything: balance, diet, exercise, and of course the right supplements. These are the things that will help us when our body needs it. Especially, it's really difficult to get sick now. We really need to be in tip-top shape. Hi, I'm Richard Yap and I choose JC.